Hey, I did a thing yesterday. Basically, I don't know, the beginning of this year, I have really changed my mindset. It's been like a slow process for the last couple of years, but really started to like get momentum in January. And since coming off of Suboxone in April, I've felt a little bit of like an ebbing, if you will, and my house has started to just get disorganized again and a little cluttered again, and I am recognizing my mind and just how I am not getting overwhelmed, and I'm not like, oh my gosh, it feels like too much, I can't do it. I'm like, you know what, I have my whole life to get this done, and I can do a little bit every day and it will get done. And so with summer, I also am like, I want to get outside on the nice days, so I'm like, it's not going to be like this forever. When I slow down, I will, slowly but surely, like winter, I can do that all winter. I'm stuck inside. And I used to get so frustrated and down on myself, and then I would fucking like sit around and smoke weed all day or something and try not to think about it. And I found out my washer was leaking recently, but it had been leaking in a place where like I didn't know and couldn't see. And so it is ruined my flooring, the top part. I don't know about the other part. I've got my mom and her husband are going to help, but when I figured it out, we had like a camping trip planned the next day, and I went in my room and I laid down. It was like a beautiful day, and I was like, fuck my life. And I started to see my mind just doing what it used to do when it was like too much, can't handle it, shut it down and try to escape. And so I have my kids and I homeschool them now, and that has been a huge help, because that is like my why. That's why I try so hard for everything these days. And I will not give up because of them, and I'm so fucking grateful for them. I believe I would be dead by now if it weren't for them. Like, I have never experienced adulthood without having a child, which is interesting, but I also know, like I said, I would be dead if I didn't have my kids. So I've been watching, like, because I say like I'll do a little bit every day. I guess I do. Like, I'll at least do some dishes or something, pick up a little something somewhere. And although I am hard on myself, and I'm like, why? And that's the thing, like, it's all about the questions you ask yourself. When I ask myself, why am I doing this? Like, that's not a productive question, I don't feel like. And so I am asking myself, what can I do so that I can make progress? If I don't like this, how can I change it? And I have started with watching productive videos on YouTube, because that's a thing for me too that I've noticed, is like, I love to watch true crime, and I kind of when I came off of my Suboxone, I got sucked back into that, and I'll like sit there and watch videos. I mean, it's summertime, so I don't do it as much as like in the winter, but it was a thing again, more than I liked it to be a thing again. Because even if I'm having a day where I'm not super energetic, and I'm not gonna fucking clean the whole house and tackle all of my goals and shit, I like don't need to be watching true crime all day either. I can go and cuddle my son and just be there, not be on my phone, or read a book with him, or roll some Play-Doh around. And so that's something I try to remind myself of too, is if he wants to play while I'm in the middle of something, I can go do that for a few minutes and come back. I want to do that, because it also like makes my life easier in the long run, because if I don't do that, he's gonna keep coming back, and I'm just going to get more frustrated. So, and it's funny how I've changed my mindset as far as my kids go when they're doing something that I feel like they know better and all this shit. And it's like, just like, I've known better about a lot of things, but I still don't do them. And it's like, it's humanity to not be perfect. So they're kids, let them be kids. And there's a reason life happens for us, not to us. And I believe that there's learning opportunities in every single thing that we do, even if it's like leaving a big project to go do something else. And so, yeah, it's amazing when I can think about my mindset and its changes. So the reason why I actually came on here, I'm trying to make myself an egg burrito also, but the reason why I came on here is ultimately I was just going to tell you guys, I did my dishes last night. I loaded the dishwasher, and I didn't want to. I sat around for a little while, and I loaded the dishwasher, and then I fucking woke up to like a clean house, because not a clean house, dude. Definitely not a clean house. Look, there's shit everywhere. But look, I have space on my counter. A lot of this is from this morning. But my counter was cleaned, and I swept up after, because I watched videos. So that's where I started. I kind of, to get this motivation back or whatever, I know that every little action leads to my future. And so I started watching slowly, like, my spiritual videos again. I meditate like at least a minute a day, and that's good enough for me. And that's even just mindful breathing. And then I've been watching, and I got a book at the library that has to do with decluttering and how to clean your house and keep it clean. And I don't know if it said how to keep it clean. I don't know if that's a thing when you got kids. But I've slowly been doing that. And so I don't remember, maybe I was driving when I was watching one of those videos, and it was like just one of the, Dana White, I guess is her name, and she's like, just do your dishes. Like, just do your dishes. That's it. And that led to me sweeping and me cleaning my counters. And it's interesting. That reminds me of how I am about going to do shit. I'm like, if I can just get outside, I'll be fucking outside all day. So yeah, I just did my dishes last night. I sat around for a bit. It's funny, I was in the car watching that, listening to it, and I'm like, I want to do my dishes right now. But we were out and about. And then I get home, and I'm like, okay, there's my dishes. I'm going to do my dishes, but not right now. And then I sit down. And I was like, you know what? It just feels heavy. I needed a certain dish to make my salad. It was like a Tom's, and I washed them. I'm like, see, this isn't so bad. I'll do this after I eat. And I did. I fucking did it after I ate, and I felt so much better. It led to me sweeping, because I was like, if my counters and my clean sink can make me feel this good, how good are my floors going to make me feel? And that's like the positive side of it. And so here I am this morning. I tore up some flooring because of my leaky washer. It's all up in there too. And one of the things that lady says is like, before you are allowed to do anything else, do your dishes, which I actually forgot this morning. I didn't think of that until I went to make scrambled eggs. I'm like, oh yeah, I have a dish full of clean dishes. How about before I go swimming, because I really want to go swimming, how about I unload this dishwasher? Because that's one of her things. She's like, in the morning, unload the dishwasher. And from January to April, when I came off of Suboxone, I was in a really good routine. I started to do my dishes at night, unload them in the morning, and it just came natural to me, and I liked it. And when I get in that mindset of like, this stuff makes me feel so good, rather than sit around, feel like shit about myself because I'm sitting around when there's so much I could be doing, and I have so much energy naturally because I'm that kind of person. Some people call it ADHD. I call it fucking gifted and talented, because I fucking am gifted and talented, and it's a fucking blessing. I don't see it as a curse. Hey, Nessie! 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 Get in the house. No. I let you sit out there in the nice sun. Alright, that was fun. So in my trailer park, I'm not allowed to let my dog off her leash. But I do sometimes. Because she's such a good dog. Like, people can walk by, and that wasn't because of a person. My neighbor, which their trees are in my yard, it's weird, you know, trailer park shit. She's got bird feeders, and Nessie loves birds. And so she didn't run over there to eat them. She probably was about to. But at least she barked first so I could go out there and get her because she wasn't on a leash. She'll sit right on my porch and fucking soak up the sun. So now she doesn't get to because she's trying to eat the birds. Anyways, that's what I got. Love you guys.